I can't find them. I think they're gone. What started out as just a desire to document and watch the transformation of a monarch occur in real time turned into so much more. So let's start here. In this article from the WWF dated February 7th, 2024, eastern migratory monarch butterflies population decreased by 59% in 2024. Scientists believe that climatic variations in the monarch's breeding areas in Canada and the United States gave rise to high temperatures and drought, which reduced the abundance of milkweed, the only plant which the butterflies lay their eggs. Land use changes in the United States combined with the widespread use of herbicides also contributed to the loss of milkweed and other nectar plants essential to feeding adult monarchs. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I had no idea this was going on. I just had a sizable amount of milkweed in my backyard and decided to check one day and see if there was any eggs. That's a lie. I checked every day and kept checking until I finally found some eggs laid on the milkweed. And then it happened. A little eggy. This is what started my journey into raising these monarchs. At this point, it was more of just observing, and I would observe constantly until finally I came across the hatching of the monarchs. I continued to watch them grow over the course of the next few days, and I just kept finding more and more. We got this one, this crazy little guy, this one, this one, we got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. He is the big chungus of them all. He's really in the lead. And while observing these caterpillars do their thing, I noticed that milkweed is an entire ecosystem, just full of so many different bugs and insects that love interacting with this plant, which was all really cool and fascinating up until I found a lot of wasps around the milkweed plant. So I did some research. Oh boy. Not only are they predators of the monarchs, they are notorious for locating and capturing monarch larvae on milkweed plants. And something I didn't know about until after this whole process was complete is that pretty much every invertebrate on that plant was a predator to the monarchs, and only 5% of monarchs will reach the last instar stage. This morning, I went out to check the caterpillars on the milkweed plant, and then I found a paper wasp, which apparently, I guess they eat monarch caterpillars, and they've grown accustomed to it in their diet. And I think he's taunting me now because he was on my doorbell cam. And this kind of got me a little bit concerned. So it was after one night where we had heavy rain, I couldn't find any of the caterpillars. I began to think that this little side quest of mine was over until... Oh, there's one, and another, and another. Okay, we might be good, but this is making me realize that I probably should bring some of these guys inside. So I got to snipping and harvesting any caterpillar I could find. And luckily, I had this terrarium from a praying mantis that was never delivered, and it was just sitting in my basement. All right, I got about 5 of the caterpillars now in this tank, so it's like around 50%. I'm gonna leave the rest out here and see what happens, mostly because I can't find them. So let's bring this terrarium inside. All right, I brought them up. They're gonna be staying in my guest bedroom, and they're gonna have a pretty Patrick to keep them company, and we'll check on these little guys tomorrow. I left the caterpillars with a few milkweed leaves to munch on, and I'll be changing these out daily. Tomorrow starts the search party for the remaining 5 caterpillars outside that may or may not be still with us, but at least we know we have 5 caterpillars indoors we will bring to full term. Day 2, and these milkweed leaves dry out pretty fast, so my first inclination was to remove all of them and get some freshies. Patient number 5 appears to have escaped Where did he go? Ah, there we go. There's patient number 5. He's munching away. An ant. Get away. One of the mistakes I made last time was not washing off these leaves because they're covered in aphids. So I'm gonna rinse these before putting them back in the enclosure. Lots of buggies. Have these dry. Get out of here, buggy. It looks like one of them's already going for it. Big chonkers feeding on the fresh leaves. Built up an appetite off all those wilty ones. How is this supposed to stand up? I'm gonna have to like tape it to the back. Now they can do TikTok dances. Boom. We have light. I'm going so fast. You. Now you just gotta clean them. Now you gotta pat it dry. Pre-Patrick's gonna stay on guard. Pre-Patrick say, no wasps in here. It's been about 3 days since I brought those monarch caterpillars inside, and I've been looking everywhere on the plants to see if I could find the other 5 that should be here. Not a single soul in sight. We do have our wasps on the prowl though, so this is not looking too promising. But yeah, I'm gonna stay on the lookout, see, every day, maybe something will pop up. Maybe they're just hiding really deep inside, but I'll let you know if I get an update on that. I just cleaned out the tank and I put 1 fresh leaf in there. So I'm gonna record a time lapse over the next 8 hours to see how much of the leaf that 5 of these little monarch caterpillars will eat. I'm going to use this time lapse to talk about the 5 distinct instar stages of a monarch caterpillar. Each of them is marked by significant size and color changes. Between each stage, the caterpillar molts, shedding its exoskeleton to accommodate the rapid growth. This molting process allows the caterpillar to expand and transition smoothly into the next instar stage, where it continues to feed on milkweed and eventually preparing it for its transformation into a chrysalis. Each one of these stages lasts about 2 to 3 days, with that final 5th instar stage lasting about 3 to 5. In the meantime, while this was going on, I was doing my regular search party patrol to find if there's any monarch caterpillars still alive on the outdoor plants. We have great news. I have found 2 of the lost. 1. And we also have another really close by. I'm still missing 3 more though. Update, I just found the last 2 on the same tiny little leaf here. Oh, is that just 1? Dang, that's just 1. He's huge. Now I can continue to give updates on the inside ones and the outside ones. All right, remember how I was telling you about the molting of the monarch caterpillar? Well, I have a little clip for you where you can see for yourself the process. And what's craziest to me about this process is after they finish it, they turn around and then they eat it. This is an instinctual behavior of the monarch caterpillar. They do this for nutrient recycling and also to eliminate their tracks so that predators are less likely to discover them. Today was finally the day that it happened. One of the wasps got a caterpillar. I was out just doing my regular patrol of the 3 that I found. Saw one. He was looking good, hiding under this leaf. And then I decided against intervening on the crime that I just witnessed, partially because, well, the murder had already taken place, but also because the outdoor caterpillars, to me, were meant to watch the natural life cycle of the monarch occur in whichever way that happens. So all I can really do at this point is sit back and watch as the wasp takes the decapitated head of one of my caterpillars back to its nest. This is all that remains of one of the outdoor caterpillars. They're still out on the patrol, searching for their next prey. As for my indoor little guys, I had to up the dosage from 1 leaf a day to 2 leaves a day because they're going through them real quick. I just put these in there about an hour ago and they're already munching away at them. I just came out to check on the milkweed and the caterpillars. Well, the caterpillar after yesterday's catastrophic event that happened with the wasp. And it looks like this little sneaky booger is doing all right. So he might come to full term and metamorphosize. Hang in there, little bud. Meanwhile, my indoor caterpillar was displaying some out of the ordinary behavior, not his usual munching leaves, and was searching everywhere at the top for a place to put his chrysalis. And it seems like all the other caterpillars are about to follow in his footsteps very soon. He appears to be at the 5th instar stage, so any moment now he looks like he's gonna be turning. We got this dude right up here who decided, oh, I'm gonna build my chrysalis 2 centimeters away from this other chrysalis, and they really don't want to use the mesh. So I'm currently strategizing different ideas I could possibly do so that they're not all bumping into each other, and I might just have to move some of the chrysalises and figure this out later. I'll keep you updated. Alrighty, I got a second tank, but it won't be here until Friday. So it's currently Thursday, and these guys decided they want to metamorphosize before then. It looks like all the caterpillars have officially began their journey into metamorphosis. So, I'm gonna have to figure something out, or I might just let them build their chrysalises wherever and then move them after. The new tank never showed up, so I ended up just letting them all build their chrysalises next to each other however they decided, and I was gonna deal with it later. And this little contraption I made ended up being the solution, with our first chrysalis hanging there. I left the terrarium just a teeny bit open and one of them escaped. I didn't think he would do it. Where'd he go? Could be anywhere. Where would he even want to go? Little sneaky booger. What are you doing? That's not where you belong. And with that resolved, we got them all crystallizing. I don't even know. They're all turning into chrysalises. And with that came one of my favorite shots of this whole video, which is this clip of the caterpillar turning into the chrysalis. Prior to making this video, I didn't really have a clear understanding of what was going on when the caterpillar turns into a chrysalis, but I feel like this video is a real clear depiction of what happens. You can see that the caterpillar is doing its fifth molt, where it sheds its skin, and the chrysalis is actually underneath that final molt, where then it will begin to harden, and that's where the caterpillar stays for the next 10 to 14 days while it metamorphosizes. Alright, so I built this little contraption out of random craft supplies from Walmart to hang all the chrysalises. We got this guy right here, and then we got all these guys right in here. They have officially all crystallized. And so I saw online that, I'll bust this floss open, that you can take floss, and if you tie a knot, you can take that, put it around the chrysalis. I'm so scared. And then you can just pull it off of there. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm going to rehang each of them on these little dowels. Look at that. All right, that's all set up now. So we just gotta wait 10 to 14 days until they become monarch butterflies. Inside the chrysalis, a monarch caterpillar's body dissolves into a cell-rich fluid that reorganizes into an adult butterfly. Over the next 10 to 14 days, the butterfly's wings and body parts form. When this process is near complete, the chrysalis will turn translucent, revealing the butterfly inside. The butterfly will then emerge and prepare for flight. I got up around 7 a.m. this morning, went to check immediately to see if the little guy had popped out of the chrysalis. He was still inside of it. I come back 8 o'clock, still inside of it. I come back 9 o'clock, expecting him to start crawling out of it. And bam, we got a full-fledged butterfly there. There's like a liquid residue that came out. I guess this red liquid is called meconium, which is just a waste product of the monarch butterfly. Since it can't excrete it during the chrysalis phase, it does it when it comes out. No need to worry.
He's trying to climb that pole and he's like, it's slippery.
He was really working that pole for a while, so I decided to help give him something to grip on.
Here. I don't want to get you all stuck.
Tape a sweat though thing.
No, get off me.
This solution was short-lived because moments later he was on the move again. He's like, oh, that looks like nature. Where'd he go?
He's right underneath it.
What's with you guys and lamps? Oh, he wants to go outside now.
He's like, yeah, let me out there.
Go that way?
Just immediately gone.
Vanished. Oh wow, he's doing good. Oh, right to the butterfly bush. Oh, he's so happy. 1 down, 4 to go. It has been 1 day since the first of the indoor monarchs have come out of their chrysalis, and he's already off out into nature, which means that there was one outside, the only one, that should have been coming out of his chrysalis today. However, I never found his chrysalis, and I kind of feel bad for the little guy because, well, today just doesn't seem like a good day to turn into a butterfly. Well, it looks like we got 2 monarchs that are going to be coming out of their chrysalis tomorrow.
I just woke up a little while ago. It's about 7:30 and these chrysalises are about to bust open any second. So
I'm just waiting in my guest bedroom, got the whole camera set up, and now I'm just waiting to see when they emerge and hopefully capture it. I have now been waiting for over 2 hours. Anytime now, guys. I was waiting so long, I decided to really upgrade the camera setup, so hopefully I get a good shot. I let my guard down for 2 minutes. It's 12:30. I've been sitting here for almost 4 hours. Went downstairs to eat breakfast and they decided, yeah, now's a good time. As soon as I leave. At this point, I decided to run some errands and then check back up on them to see if they were ready to head to Mexico. Let's see. Oop, wonder where the other one went. Where's your friend? Oh, it looks like you're a girl. Hey, girl. All right, I found the other one. That one was on the floor, and it turns out this one's a boy. Here, open your wings. You want to show them all you're a boy? All right, so if there's no spots towards the back, that means they're female. And hey, dude, you want to open your wings for a second? Yeah, open. See that? The 2 spots on the back means that they're a boy. So you guys would make a cute couple.
Michael, don't leave me here. My house.
I think I spooked him there with the stick. He's not ready to go yet. You having fun? And that will conclude Monarchs number 2 and 3. It's 8:30. I'm ready. Today's going to be the last day for me to get the shot of the butterflies emerging from the chrysalis. Wish me luck. All the preparations are in order. We got the lights, we got the camera, and now I just have to hope that these little boogers don't decide they're going to emerge as soon as I turn my head. And lucky enough, I managed to capture this one. No issues. Now the last thing to do was let them finish drying off and then release them. The last 2 getting their wings ready before they take flight. Before these monarch butterflies fly off, I'm going to leave you with one last tidbit of information, which is the male butterflies. The black dots on the back of the wings are known as androconia. They are specialized scent glands that release a pheromone to attract females during mating. You gonna say hi before he leaves?
Round 2. Fight.
Now, before I go, I wanted to share one thing that I was unaware of prior to making this video. While this whole process was really fun and fascinating to watch, there is a conversation to be had on whether or not bringing in these monarch caterpillars hurts them or helps them. After all, you are bringing in something from the natural ecosystem, giving it artificial light, a constant temperature, a place with no predators, and top choice of milkweed, which there have been studies done that shows this can affect their migratory behavior and doesn't allow them to develop properly in order to migrate. Now, I'm not saying that bringing in one of these monarch caterpillars is going to absolutely devastate the population. It's a super fascinating experience to show to a child or just witness firsthand yourself. But if you're trying to find a definite way to help them, that's not the way to go about it. The best thing you can do is just planting more milkweed. More milkweed will give them a larger ecosystem in order to reproduce, thrive, and increase their population numbers. Oh, and stop using herbicides. And that concludes my journey of raising monarch butterflies.